Hey everybody, it is 6 o'clock Tuesday. You know what time it is. It is time for Me Powered with Rhonda. And we've got an incredible show this evening. And I tell you what, the stuff that has happened today on all ends between me, Lady J, you would not believe what all has happened today. But we are still here and we are still broadcasting. We got a great show tonight. Before we get started, though, if this is your first time watching or tuning in, Lady J is going to tell you just how you can tune in across all the platforms and the apps. So take it away, Lady J. Let them know how they can tune in.
If this is your first time tuning into the show or to JQLM Radio and you would like to share with your family, friends, and followers on all the different ways that they can tune in, be sure to tell them to download the JQLM Radio app on their Apple or Android devices. You can also listen live to JQLM Radio 24/7, 365 via Amazon Alexa, TuneIn app, the Stream and Simple Radio app, and a host of other platforms of which you can find located on our website, where you can also listen live at egoentertainmentnet.com. Also, don't forget to follow, like, and share us. We do follow back. Connect with us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at JQLM Radio. You can also connect with Ego Entertainment Network at EgoEntNet. That's EgoEntNet on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter also. Also, connect with us on LinkedIn at Ego Entertainment Network. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share our YouTube channel, Ego TV Network, at youtube.com/Ego TV Network.
All right. And you can contact me and follow me across all the platforms as well. On YouTube, it is Rhonda L. Thompson. And we also have a Facebook page, Me Powered, at Me Powered. And my personal page is at Rhonda Thompson. On Instagram, it's me.powered. And everybody knows me as Rhonda T and ATL. And we're working on a website right now that is mepowered.co, which is going to be coming to you shortly. So make sure you connect with me, you follow with me, you share, like, all that great things, and looking forward to connecting with you. So let's introduce our guest this evening. I am very excited to bring on my friend. I met her through a very good friend of mine, Travis Barber, at an event. And I'll tell you what, this woman right here is doing incredible things. And when I asked her all the different things that she does, I was like, wow, okay, well, yes, ma'am. That's all I could say, because she does so many things and she's great at every single thing she does. So I want to go ahead and bring on tonight Miss Tiffany Graham. So Tiffany, welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you so much.
Oh, I'm so glad that you're here. And I tell you what, all three of us have persevered to be here right this moment. If people only knew what we've all have dealt with today, but we're here. It's going to be a great show because so many things have tried to block it. So that always is a good sign that it's going to be a great show. So
yeah.
So tell people just a little bit about yourself, where you're from and everything. We'll get into all the event stuff and everything like that, but just, like a warm welcome and just introduce yourself to everybody.
Okay, sure. First off, my name is Tiffany Graham, and I am originally from Noonan, Georgia, but I also reside currently in Fairburn, Georgia.
Okay, that's all we getting. Okay, all right, that's fine. Okay, so you and I met through Travis, and we were at an event. Was it the Mother's Brunch? Was that the first time? I know I met you before that, didn't I? meet you
Prior
before that.
before we had some
Yeah.
social media connections through Travis. Yes,
Yeah.
prior
So
to.
that was the first time I think I saw you in person and got to
Mhm.
meet you in person. And you're just doing so many incredible things. And you've got a great big event coming up this Saturday, which we're going to tell everybody about, which is very exciting. And you actually asked me to speak at it too. So thank you very much. It's going to be wonderful. But where do you want to start? Because, excuse me, you're an entrepreneur.
Mhm.
You are, well, you're a lady boss extraordinaire. You're an entrepreneur. You are a writer. You are a playwright. You are an event planner. You do so many different things. So let's just start there. What is your, if you could say it in one word, what would you describe you as?
A mega entrepreneur.
Okay, okay. I like that. Mega entrepreneur. That's good. Very good. So what got your interest in being an entrepreneur started? When did you get a love for art entrepreneurship?
Well, I would say once I got out of the military and I went back into the workplace, which I currently still am working,
Hmm.
but I've always wanted to push myself. I've always been intrigued by Oprah Winfrey and Tyler
Hmm.
Perry and just sitting at home with my grandmother, watching these amazing people do all these great things with no limitations. And
Hmm.
so as a child watching Oprah, I said, "Ooh, I want to be like her. I want to do that." And then my father and my mother have always challenged my brother and I to go out and follow our dreams and our passion. So that's how I really got into it.
Okay, that's incredible. So you were in the military. So which branch of the military were you in?
I was in the regular army, so I am a veteran, and I was
Nice.
stationed over in Germany.
Okay. Well, as always, whenever we get anybody with a military background, thank you for your services. And it's always good to have a veteran on, and that's going to open up a whole. See, I didn't know that part about you. I just found that out. So that's going to open up a whole nother things that we can talk about, which is going to be
Okay.
great because there's a lot of needs. Veterans have a lot of needs that go unnoticed, and yeah. So that's a whole nother subject. So that's good. That gives me lots and lots and lots to talk about. Um,
Okay.
so, what was your very first business or your first idea? Like, were you a kid doing a lemonade stand, or you know?
As a child, my grandmother, she was I would say a home care provider, and my aunt. So my very first job at like the age of 9 or 10, I would say I would go with my grandmother on weekends to go clean houses, and
Okay.
so I would get paid a little salary every Saturday.
Hmm.
Uh, so I would say that was my first introduction to what it's like to earn my own money by
Okay.
working and not being handed to me.
Nice.
So I
Nice.
would say,
Okay. That's really good. I can remember when we were kids, we would do anything from like we would sell our stuffed toys in a raffle that were all beat up and looked like crap, and we would come up with games and lemonade,
"Mhm,
anything to get money for candy to go get that bag of penny candy at the corner store.
yes,
So that is awesome. Now, as far as when you got older, and you
mhm,
went, you started developing a true love for it, where
mhm.
did it start for you? Like, where did you really begin to sink your heels in and work something that you would consider entrepreneurship?
My brother actually had a fast food joint selling hot wings and stuff like that. So I would have to go and run the business for him on weekends when I was off, and it was called Take Case Takeout, named after our sister. So
Hmm.
that was the real first introduction at learning how to run a business
Okay.
uh, that the family started. And so from there, I went into I had my own hair salon. I've had my own in-home daycare. I had two restaurants.
Wow.
So just dibbling and dabbling in things that I knew could bring extra income, money. If
Hmm.
I see someone that was doing it, I'm like, oh, I can do that too. So
That's
very early on.
Okay, that's awesome. And and isn't it so great how as women we find all kinds of ways to make stuff happen, don't we? We
We
find a way to come up with money. We find a way to keep the babies fed, to get diapers. If I mean, we find a way to, just make it happen. And so that's incredible that you started that young. And I love what you said, that you saw Oprah Winfrey and you said, I want to do that. Because a lot of times people will limit themselves and be like, oh, well, I can't do that. That's Oprah. That's somebody. But that was the thing that inspired you to want to do what you do. And I know today we're going to be talking about, all things about women, for women, by women. And so you're a great example that, you make it happen. And that's what we do as women. We make it happen. No matter what happens, we make it happen. So that's incredible. Now, from your businesses, how did you venture into like morphing into writing or event planning? Like, what's your timeline? Like, how did it progress for you to be this mega entrepreneur? What's your timeline of stuff?
Ooh, in my early 20s, my mother, she was like a caterer and she was a cake baker. So she would bake wedding cakes. And we would do weddings and receptions for family members and close friends. And so that introduced me to the side of being an event planner, because I would be the one that would have to go and do the flowers and do the aisle and make the bouquets. But I never thought about turning it into a business. I was the person that people would call me to help do their weddings and the family and close friends.
Okay.
And because mom was a cake baker and the caterer, that introduced me also on the side of learning how to cater the events for large numbers of people, which then in turn which led us into the restaurant business.
Okay. So it's like a natural progression with people around you. And it seems like you had some amazing examples,
Yes.
to follow behind, which is, such a blessing. Sharon is up on the screen. She's saying, hey, sister. So Sharon Peters Walls is checking in and supporting you right now.
Awesome.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Sharon, for tuning in. And make sure you share this, Sharon, so everybody can see Miss Tiffany. Yes, ma'am. Tiffany Graham is on live. And so share it with all your people. So, because we got some exciting stuff we're going to be talking about, especially with the event this weekend.
Awesome.
All right. So, how did you start to transition into writing? And you're a playwright and you write, like, have you always written from like when you were younger, or did that come later on in life? And, I want to see how it all works together.
Well, actually, I began writing poetry in middle school. So when I got to high school, in English, we were challenged with writing a poem. And so I did a two-page poem, and so that inspired me to continue to write. And when I got older, the very first stage play that I went to, and the very first time going to the Fox, it was a Tyler Perry stage play production. And I was sitting in the audience, and I was like, oh my God, this is what I want to do. So transpiring from writing in high school, writing poetry, to seeing Tyler Perry bring a live production on stage, that's what inspired me to become a playwright.
That's awesome. So which play did you see by Tyler Perry?
Oh my God, I can't even remember the name, but the play was with Danny Clay, and he actually turned that particular stage play into a movie. And met Danny Clay over in Vegas at one of the Steve Harvey's, back then we called the Hoodie Awards. And I walked up to him and I was so afraid. And Mr. Danny Clay from the Tyler Perry production that I had seen maybe 10 or 14 years prior, he was actually in my very first stage play production.
Okay. All right. Awesome. I remember a play that I saw, Tyler Perry, that was live at the Fox. I think it was something to the name of what happened, something about In the Dark or something, because Alan Payne was there, but the girl sang If Only You Knew by Patti LaBelle and killed it. And I was like, oh my God, she killed it. And Bam, of course, was on, and Tamara and stuff like that, and singing. And it was something about in the dark or something to that effect. I have to look it up. Actually, I should ask my grandson because he's like a Tyler Perry, like ridiculous fan that knows everything he's ever done. But yeah, I love live stage play. So that took a lot of courage to, you know, write something yourself and then, you know, to take that inspiration and then write it. But you know, you've already were writing as a teenager. So that's great that it turned into that. So what are so the plays that you've written? So how have they been like put on the stage, or are they just in a formation thing, or have you actually presented them and had people do them? Like, where are your plays at?
Uh, every play that I've written, I've done 4 productions,
Okay.
written every single word by me. I did my own casting. I did my own rehearsals, taught my cast members how to become the actual characters. I produced them alone by myself, and they always, my hometown, Newnan, they have always been there. Wadsworth Auditorium in Newnan. And
Yeah.
the very first one I did was 2014, titled Mama No More. And it was based on my life as a single mother with 3 children and the experiences that I've had.
Wow. See, now that's why we say yes, ma'am. Okay. Wow. I mean, you did all that by yourself. I
Yeah.
mean, were you ever like doing acting, or how did you learn or decide to train other people, or do you just kind of went with this idea and it was birthed and you just followed it and made it happen?
I waited 25 years of a
Mm.
vision I had to do my first stage play. And
Wow.
so, just a high school graduate, dreams deferred but not denied.
Yes.
Um, I just had a vision. I knew the material, how I wanted my cast to portray the characters. And
Mhm.
so I did my own stage props. No one helped me, no one handed me the tools. I never went to acting school, never went to writing school or directing school. I just have a vision. I know what I want my characters to portray, what I want them to say, how I want them to act, but most importantly, the message that I want the audience to feel and convey
Mm.
throughout the messages. So that's a
Wow.
little old me.
That little old you nothing again. Yes, ma'am. It's like, wow, that's inspiring just hearing all that, because you just like trumped every excuse somebody could give. I don't have the education. I don't have the experience. I don't know how. You just literally in that few seconds trumped every possible excuse that anybody could ever come up with, and you were single mom on top of that.
Yes, I was a single mom. I would work like 100 hours a week just to get the funding to put the play on myself. I would go to like yard sales and thrift stores and get my props. I would hold casting calls, and I would just I always had the celebrity cast members that I had in mind. And so I would go out and search for the people that I really thought could portray that particular celebrity and give me the same thing that a celebrity person would. And just taught them how to be the characters. And I've always had great support from my hometown. And I just really didn't know that I had people coming in from Louisiana,
Mhm.
uh, Alabama, Tennessee, South Carolina,
Wow.
to Newnan, my little old hometown,
That's
to
way
come
out
see
there.
my
Yeah,
cousin.
that's way out there because I used to live in Carrollton, and Noonan is like the other side of the earth. You know, it's like, and it's this huge mega city way far away. So
Uh-huh.
Noonan is a cool spot. So
Yeah.
that's incredible. And while you were just saying all of that, Sharon came back up on the screen and said, "Yes, ma'am." So yeah, it looks like I titled this right, because that was the first thing that came to my mind was "Yes, ma'am," and then it just so happened to rhyme with your last name. So my goodness, that I mean, to have that kind of vision, to have
Mhm.
the courage to step out on it, get rid of every single excuse, and then already have an intricate design that had to be God breathed, God inspired. That I
Yeah.
mean, to have the people come together, to have the favor that you did to make it happen, and you know, Wow, that's incredible. So yeah, I mean, it's going to get cliche and oh, but yeah, yes, ma'am. Okay. We're going to take our first break. We have two breaks in the show. And
Okay.
the first one is going to be now. We're going to break for a little bit and, get some sponsorship information up. But guys, if you have any questions, oh, this is just the intro. Wait till you hear what she's doing now and what we got. This is just the intro, guys. Share this, like this, get somebody, get all your women together, women friends, girlfriends. I mean, I'm telling you, this woman is an inspiration. We're talking with Tiffany Graham. It is titled Yes, Ma'am with Tiffany Graham. We'll be right back.
Hey, it's your girl, Lady J, and this is a special public service announcement. The Gallery Event Center of Indianapolis, Indiana is now an official partner. If you are a client of mine and you are in need of a venue to book your next event, then book with the Gallery Event Center today, who offers all-inclusive packages at extremely affordable prices. But wait, there's more. You are able to book custom all-inclusive packages that have been tailored exclusively for Lady J's clients. And yes, that includes the Ego Entertainment Network clients too. Connect with me today at ladyj.co to receive your promo code and visit the Gallery Event Center located at 5852 East 82nd Street or call 317-534-6399 and visit their website at thegalleryeventcenter.com. This has been a special public service announcement by Lady J. Love y'all. Deuces. Have you subscribed yet to the free bi-monthly digital interactive Ego magazine? No? Well, head on over to www.egoentertainmentnet.com to subscribe now. This magazine is all about supporting and showcasing excellence in communities everywhere, from music, arts and culture, relationships, education, politics, celebrities, food, and so much more. While you're flipping through the pages, just click on the buttons and social icons and you'll be taken to a whole other world behind the articles and ads. At Ego Entertainment, everyone is a star. There is something in it for everyone. And we hope you are positively impacted by what you see and will continue to support Ego Magazine. Track CBPD by Arulo. You asked, Ego delivered. Ego Entertainment Network presents Ego Entertainment Group, serving the United States. For independent music artists and actors, services include branding and marketing, management services, publicist services, and distribution. Contact Ego today at 331-465-4279 or at egoentertainmentnet.com. Activate your ego today. Music, Bounce by Coma Media on pixabay.com.
Okay, we are back, and I've got some sponsorship information that I got to share real quick too. So this show tonight is being brought to you by Robert Delitis. He is the co-author of Kill the Craving, and this is a manual about substance abuse. Kill the Craving with any single substance abuse there is, and he is the co-founder of ERP therapy for substance abuse. That is his specialty. He travels all over the country teaching people about all things substance abuse related. And he is a fantastic connection to get in touch with. You can get his book on Amazon and you can book him. Contact him today at roberpman@comcast.net. And you can also reach the website at erptherapy.com. And very exciting. And Tiffany, you're going to see this when we get there. My workbook is out. Okay. So this is my workbook. Whose eyes do you see yourself through? Making sense of your life and how to see more clearly. And this is an interactive workbook. I've got, spots where you can write in it and everything like that. And this is just like being in a session with me because everybody is trying to, do that search for significance and make meaning of their life. And how did they get here and all that stuff. It's in here. Like Ragu says, it's in here. Okay. So you can go ahead and follow through this workbook. And it's just like being in a session one-on-one with me. And, a lot of people can't afford therapy or coaching or counseling. So you can get this on Amazon. It's up and available right now. But if you come to our event on Saturday, you can actually get it in person and get it signed by me. So I would like to transition into Saturday. Girl,
Okay.
wow, what you got going on? So let's start with well, let's tell them what the event is, and
Okay.
let's talk about the vision, how that came to pass, because this is a mega event calling all ladies to be at this event. So let everybody know what's happening on Saturday. I'm so excited.
Okay, awesome. So this Saturday, I am having the first annual Hatitude dinner party experience. And what it is, it's like a sister conference type thing. I did a few years ago. It was called Women of Many Hats. I
Mhm.
was just inspired. I was looking at the many different roles that we as women take on, and so I went and I looked up what it was like, the definition of a hair. And I do a hashtag called Crown On. And so it inspired me to look up what does it mean for a woman to wear her crown.
Mm.
So I did the brunch, Women of Many Hats, and from that it was so powerful. And then life happened with my mother, her illness. So this year, a vision came to me and said, "Do Hatitude." We walk around with all this stuff as women. So it is a day where women can come together, regardless of your backgrounds, meet other women, and talk about what it is to be a woman, a wife, a mother, a woman that's in the community, a woman that friendships, sisterhood, and just get down to some of the root things that we deal with as women. And I say, what better way to have it over a nice table spread with, of course, spirits, and
Mhm.
just fellowship and learn and create sisterhood. So it's all about empowering, it's all about encouraging, and forming new relationships amongst women.
That's so wonderful. And I, Tiffany, am beyond honored that you asked me to be a part of it because I love everything about this,
Yeah.
about women, for women, by women. And,
Mhm.
as women, we're trained to be in competition with one another. And
Mhm.
we're always trying to, look a certain way and be shaped a certain way, and what media says and what man says and what society says. And, and the thing is with women, we lose our own voice. And some of
Yeah.
us, we don't lose our voice. We never find our voice to begin with. Or sometimes things happen and we forfeit our voice. And
Yes.
so it's so powerful. And the thing that I love about this is the fact that it's all women is,
Mhm.
you know, as long as I know, and all through the history, there's always been a wedge trying to be made between women.
Yes.
Because if we ever get together and we ever lock heels and lock horns, there's no stopping us because we're created to do everything. Like, we're
Right.
multidimensional, and I may need something, you may have just the gift that I need. I may
Mhm.
have something that you need, but but if we don't ask, and if we don't make that connection, if we don't create that network, then we'll never go to the level we're supposed to go to, because not everything that I want to do or that I may envision am I equipped to do. I may
Right.
need something that you got. And
Yes.
and if I connect with you, then you'll help me bring what I want to pass, and then I help
Mhm.
you bring what you want to pass, and then
Yep.
we in turn can impact twice as many women.
Yes.
That is
Definitely.
the power of sisterhood and connection.
Mhm.
And I love the fact that it's all women. This is
Yes.
not, and I don't mean to offend anybody, this is not a one group ethnic thing. This is like, it's not black women,
Okay.
white women, it's women, period.
Women. Yes.
Period. And so, how great and how strong is that? I mean, this is just so powerful, and it's
Mhm.
truly unity, and I love it. And I
Yeah.
can't wait. I cannot
Yeah.
wait. You know, thank you for putting this together, and
Mhm.
it's going to be incredible. Now, tell people, uh, and it's Saturday. It's from 3 to 7 p.m. It's
Yes.
$25. That's it,
Mhm.
guys, to get in. That's it. It includes your dinner. You've got 6 or 7 speakers, and it's You can get dressed up. So tell people like what they can expect when they get there.
Okay, well, first of all, like you said, you can get dressed up. I just want the ladies to come have a day away from home, away from the husbands, the kids, the bills, the issues, the problems. Come
Mhm.
and let's talk about everything under the sun. There will be no conversation or topic off limits because that's how we break down barriers, begin to learn what tools we need to continue to be strong, to continue to grow, continue to be active in our communities to help other women and to help our families. We're going to have tabletop discussions. We're going to have a few games. And then from the speakers, we have someone from the financial aspect,
Mhm.
health and wellness.
Mhm.
And you, Rhonda, with your background and everything, to talk to the ladies from mental issues, from coping with stress, coping with children, coping with a lot of things that we don't normally get a chance to talk about.
Mhm.
So, with that being said, it is not limited to any one topic. We're going to have women there that don't normally get a chance to get out and be amongst women. But we have young mothers, single mothers, we have wives, we're going to have widows, we're going to have a mix of ages, a diverse group of backgrounds, so that we can see how we can call on each other, lean on each other, learn and grow, and just extend that olive branch and say, hey, regardless of what my background is, my social background is, or economic background is, I am a woman and I need someone that I can lean on, someone that can help me continue to be the strong person that we were created to be.
I love that. I love that. And yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I love that. I'm like, I don't know where to go from that. It's like, yes, ma'am. I mean, you got to get to this event, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, well, ladies, because we pour out so much to
Mhm.
other people. And
Mhm.
it's not that often that we truly get an opportunity to be poured back into. And I
Yes.
love that you have many different things. It's not just a spiritual thing. It's not,
Right.
you have every element. You've got the finance side, the wellness side, the
Mhm.
mental health side. And all of us are going to be there
Mhm.
pouring into women, and you're going to get just what you need
Yes.
and then some. And that is such a great vision. That is such a powerful vision. And this is your first one, and to be included in the first one is the greatest honor as well, because it's only going to get even bigger from here. And you already are expecting, you said like 80 women already.
Yes.
So it's like, this is not a little 10, 12 people are going to be there.
No.
So that's incredible. Now tell everybody, where's it at and how do
Okay.
they get tickets?
Okay. Well, it's in Moreland, Georgia, which is just outside of Newnan, Georgia. And it's at an event center called the Moreland Mill. And it's on 7 Main Street in Moreland, Georgia. Tickets are available via Eventbrite. Just look up the Hatitude Experience. The tickets are only $25. It's no profit for me. It's just an opportunity for me it covers your meal. We have stuffed salmon, stuffed chicken, chicken masala. We have
What?
the table is gonna be spread. We have a bar, open bar. We have drinks. I want the ladies to come have an
Wow.
experience like no other. So you're getting fed in different ways. You're getting
Yeah.
fed the spiritual realm, and you're also getting fed a nice meal. So
Yeah.
it's not just gonna be the little cold cut sandwiches. You're gonna have stuffed salmon, stuffed chicken, chicken marsala, vegetables, the size, the variety of sweets, of come get full and
That's,
have a good time, and let's love on each other. Let's show each other what sisterhood is like.
oh, I'm so excited. How wonderful is that? I mean, that's incredible. Now, is there a dress code like for the people that are coming, or what can they expect? Is there an age limit? Like what who's it like who is it for?
It's for young ladies age of 18 on up. And we have a
Okay.
mixture of age groups because I want the ladies to be able to, the more senior ladies get a chance to tell us what it was like for them growing up compared to the times that we're in now. And how I was raised and how we're raising our children are raising their kids are totally different because the things that society has led us to believe that we have to look a certain way, dress a certain way, expose our bodies a certain way just to be noticed. You got even in adulthood, you have adult bullying that people don't recognize that takes place.
Yeah.
So just understanding who we are as total women and the difference in then and now. The only requirement is that you wear your hats and your pearls. The
Okay.
heels are not required because everybody don't wear heels, but it's
Hmm.
called attitude. So if
Hmm.
you want to come in your church clothes, your sweatpants, your jeans, I just want you all to be comfortable. Come in your fabulous hats and your pearls, and let's be treated like queens.
Okay. All right. And for those that don't have pearls, you can go right on over to the Dollar Tree and
Yes,
get you some pearls, in the kids section. 'Cause they have the Dollar Tree. They've got the necklaces. So there's no excuse. You can go to the Dollar Tree. They don't got to be real pearls. And a hat, you can get a hat, borrow a hat, make a hat. I just had a tea party. I was like, borrow, make it or buy it. It doesn't matter. Just put something on your head.
it can be a Falcons hat, it can be a baseball cap,
Right.
whatever. And
Right.
then there's a reason for the hats that we as women would get to understand what the hats represent and
Okay.
what our crowns represent. So it's
Okay.
going to be some education in that too.
Okay. So she just clarified, guys. It could be a baseball cap for
Yes.
not everybody is a church hat type wearing person. It could be anything, a fascinator, and just get something on your head.
Yes.
Okay, that is in a hat format. So
Right.
awesome. Well, this is incredible. This is really, really exciting. I know we got to go to our second break here for the show, and then when we come back, we're going to wind up and let everybody know how to reach you, what you got coming up, all that good stuff. So we're going to take our second break right now, everybody, and we will be right back. It is Yes, Ma'am with Tiffany Graham. I'm telling you, this is freaking awesome tonight. This is awesome. Awesome, awesome. We will be right back, guys. Okay, well, maybe we won't. maybe there's a delay. All right. Well, let's keep talking until the commercial starts. Okay. Okay. There we go. All right.
Okay.
We'll be right back now.
Ego Entertainment Network's JQLM radio division is now accepting new radio hosts or syndicated radio shows and podcasts. Join a winning team with 46,000 to 70,000 listeners per month in 65 plus countries. All-inclusive packages, major podcast distribution, and major event opportunities and more. Do not miss out on this opportunity. If you want to start your own show or have a show already and you would like to syndicate, contact Ego Entertainment now at egoentertainmentnet.com. That's egoentertainmentnet.com. The Gallery Event Center and Ego Entertainment Network has teamed up to bring you the #1 all-inclusive VIP premier event package. Get ready to drop mouths open with this one. It includes 6-hour venue rental, unlimited tables and chairs, table and chair covers, chair sashes, table centerpieces, charger plates, projector and screen, 65-inch TV, wireless microphone, surround sound, complimentary drinks, soda, water, beer, or wine. Also, travel to and from event for Ego Entertainment Network, setup and breakdown of equipment, 4 hours of services including recorded media coverage and interviews, audio and video, editing of all data captured with music background, customized graphics B-roll footage of your event, red carpet or step and repeat setup, coordination and interviews on your carpet or step and repeat. You do not want to miss out on this amazing opportunity, and the package is all inclusive for just $3,000. Book now at thegalleryeventcenter.com. That's thegalleryeventcenter.com. You can also contact the Gallery Event Center at 317-534-6399. The VIP Premier Event Package. Shabria Shine's Single Woman Chronicles is going on tour. Maryville, Fort Wayne, and Indianapolis, Indiana are in for a real treat. You do not want to miss this stage play of a young woman obsessed with love and marriage. The live stage play will take place in Maryville, Indiana on August 27th at the Living Hope Church at 2 o'clock p.m. In Indianapolis, Indiana on September the 10th at the Schrott Center for the Arts at Butler University at 7 p.m. And in Fort Wayne, Indiana on September the 24th at the Arts United Center at 7 p.m. Get your tickets now at swcthestageplay.com. That's swcthestageplay.com. Make it a date night or a girls' night out and be there. Shabria Shine's Single Woman Chronicles. Music, I Wanna Feel by Alexi Action on Pixabay.com.
Hey there! If you can hear my voice, this is Pamela, host of Hospitality, here to remind you that Eagle Entertainment Network has a lot for your business. Listen, honey, you need to get with it. Eagle Entertainment offers various services, media coverage, red carpet services, promo interviews on air. They offer meet and greet services, honey, not to mention other event services. You want to get in gear. Eagle Entertainment is empowered greatness optimized. We're now booking and spots are going fast. Eagle serves the United States and all event types, honey. So if you are opening a business, having a store opening, a restaurant opening, and you want some coverage, Eagle Entertainment is the way to go. Call or text 317-886-0296 or go to eagleentertainmentnet.com.
Okay, we are back speaking with Tiffany Graham, and we're talking about all the things that she is doing. Now, those commercials that you just saw that you've been seeing on these breaks and everything, I just want to go ahead and plug that if you have a company, you have a business, you have an event coming up, you can contact me and we will put together a commercial for you as well to help broadcast everything that you're doing. And it'll go, like you heard, in 63 countries. And you heard the radio base that we have, and we're syndicated on all the major platforms, including iHeartRadio, Amazon, Alexa, all that stuff. So contact me. And also, too, if you want to be a guest on the show and tell about great things like Miss Tiffany is doing here, go ahead and email me for all things advertising, sponsorship, or be a guest at mepoweredwithrhonda@gmail.com. I got sponsorship packages available, special ad rates available. So yeah, trust me, we can get you out there and drive more business to you and help you bring your vision to pass, just like Miss Tiffany is doing. So contact us today. And and if you need red carpet surface, we're awesome. We'll show up with the red carpet and everything. We'll travel. Trust me, we'll get to you. All right. So coming back now, speaking with you, Miss Tiffany, with everything that you did, and I know we had to get a lot in that short time because this hour does fly by. I want to slow it down a little bit. And you do so many things. You've created so many things. What was your driving force? How did you get motivated to do and create the things you did?
Oh, I would say just seeing my parents provide, seeing my mother as a single mother provide, seeing my grandmother do the things that she did to keep the family together, and wanting to show my children that there are no limitations. You know, growing up, I was always told that the sky is the limit until I took my first flight. And I realized there's no limit up here. I'm up in the sky and the clouds. I'm like, I'm above the cloud. So that inspired me. And I've always instilled in my children that there are no limits. You know, anything that God gives you vision is for a purpose. And when you are aligned with his will, it's unlimited. So I just want to show and be an inspiration to others that anything that you dream it, you can achieve it as long as you believe it. It requires work, it requires sacrifices, and it requires dedication, but you can do it. You can do it.
That's incredible. I absolutely love what you said when you realize you were in the sky, that there is no limit in the sky. It keeps going.
Yeah.
It keeps going. And yeah, and we don't realize what we say. And I teach people all the time, your language shapes your reality. And something as common as the sky is the limit, you don't realize. And I didn't realize that until you literally just said that. So you just opened up an insight for me. That very sentence is limiting.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like it's not, but it's limiting because you're saying the sky is the limit. There
Right.
is a limit. So it's unlimited. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna teach on that. I'm gonna be like, Miss Tiffany told me the sky is the limit is not. Yes, that is incredible. You do a whole conference on that right there.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
really could. Because I just got, you know what I saw when you said that? Do you ever
Uh-huh.
see the original Willy Wonka and Chocolate Factory?
Okay.
Have you ever seen it?
I've seen it with my kid.
Okay. Well, at the very end, when Charlie gets with Willy Wonka and they're going up the elevator and they're like, we got to go faster. We got to go faster because we won't break through. And they're like,
Uh-huh.
what do you mean? And they break through the glass ceiling. That's
Yes. Okay.
exactly, I just saw that flash of the movie. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like this. I'm a movie buff. I don't know why. I'm visual, so I always see things. And when you were
Uh-huh.
saying that about the sky, and you realized there was no limit, I literally saw that scene in my head from Willy Wonka when they break through the glass
That's
ceiling.
beautiful.
And
Yeah. That's a whole conference on that subject.
yeah, oh wow, wow. I'm excited. I got a feeling this is not going to be the last time you and I are going to connect. I think this is just the beginning of something extraordinary.
Yes. Amen.
Incredible. Wow. Okay. I love that. I'm inspired. I'm inspired. This is incredible because it's like, and when you're walking in your purpose,
Mm-hmm.
people come into your pathway to take you further and push you
Yes.
into your purpose. And like even in this conversation, and I tell you what, with the day it's been today, and like Jay said, this is going to be an incredible show. This is going to be a powerful show.
Yes.
This is already powerful for me. And I'm just so glad that you're here because you're
Yes.
speaking life into me right now. And
Yeah.
that's, and that's just amazing that certain people are put in your pathway to give you exactly what you need at the moment
Yes.
that you need to go to the next step and to
Yes.
go further and to see beyond what you see right here. And you just did that for me with what you just
Thank
said
you.
and did.
Mhm.
That's
Thank you.
awesome. Oh, I can't wait till this conference now. I really can't wait to this conference to see what's going to happen. So how do people connect with you on social media? Like if they want your services, well, what services do you offer? Like what, if people want to connect with you, what do you do for people that, they would be able to connect with you on? Because I know you said speaking, you're a motivational speaker too. We didn't even touch on that yet.
Uh-huh. I'm Tiffany Graham on Facebook and on Instagram at only Tiffany G. And my number is available 404-748-8950. The service that I provide, I'm an event planner. I do consultations. I do decor. Um, I just help wherever I can. If there's something that someone wants to know, I have people that inbox me on personal levels to just talk about things that they're going through, be it male, be it female. A lot of the younger teenagers, young adults, they call me and inbox me privately. So I'm just one of the neighborhood moms, one of the community moms, I call myself, and I'm just here to provide whatever there's a need, and if it's something I don't know or can't do myself, I can help with the resources and point people in the right direction. And so that's basically
That's incredible. Such a shining example of bloom where you're planted, and
it.
it's like you just make it work wherever you're at. Okay, so Sharon is saying, yes, ma'am, again. Our words are powerful. We must be intentional about our thoughts, words, and deeds. So a man thinketh, so is he. Yes, yeah, absolutely, Sharon. We're breaking through. Yes, ma'am, we sure are. Sharita is saying amen. So Sharita Young Farrell is following. Tressa Williams, so true. So you got some followers now. Y'all share this, okay? I'm telling you, so many nuggets that were being released, so much wisdom right here, so much connect. I love the energy. I just love the energy. Share this with everybody, and let's pack this thing out. Let's sell this thing out. We've already got a lot of people coming, but go to Eventbrite and look up the Hatitude Experience and get your ticket. It's only $25, and this is just a general conversation on this show. Can you imagine when we get in a room and we get each person who is an expert in their field and they're flowing in their gift? Can you imagine how powerful that's gonna be?
Yeah, Miss Sharon, she's actually coming from Louisiana, and she's also going to join you on the panel.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, so what is Miss Sharon's? What is her? If I'd have known that, I'd have popped her on here too, and everything too. So, what is Sharon's field of expertise that she's going to be sharing?
Sharon is also a veteran, but monthly she opens up her home and she does BU dinners for women to come in and have a safe place to help break down barriers and identify with things that they're going through as women as well. So we're kind of like, I call her my sister and from another mother. She's all about empowering, and she travels from state to state, showing love. She's, I would say, internationally known. She has connections all over, even overseas and abroad. And she's just a loving person, and she's very giving, but she also believes in empowerment, encouraging, motivation, helping build up, pouring back into her community.
That's
So
wonderful.
she's a very, very powerful woman as well, and she writes as well. So
Okay. Well, I can't wait to meet Miss Sharon. And everything is about empowerment. And the way that the name of this show came about is because if you take the word empower, all right, you know how like if you look in the ambulance, how it's written backwards, so when it's in your mirror, you can read it. Well, when I was coming up with a name for this show, I did a conference. My first conference was called Empowered the Experience. That was the name of the conference. And what God gave me was, if you take the very beginning, EM, like you get the reflection, it's me powered. Because everything you need is already inside of you. And that's the tagline for this show. That's why it's called Me Powered, because it's empowered. You're not empowered from outside. You're empowered. You're already equipped with what you need. You're actually me powered because you already have everything you need inside of you to succeed. You don't need nothing else. Everything, you're born with everything that you need. It's just a matter of making those connections and everything lining up. And everything comes from within. So, wow, that's incredible. I can't wait to meet Miss Sharon now too, and all the other women that are going to be speaking. This is going to be powerful. Now we got a few minutes left before we wind down, and I always do this with my guests, and I always have them say in the last couple of minutes, I want you to picture. Now, in your case, it's women because you're representing women. I want you to picture that woman who feels like giving up, that woman who the walls are closing in on her, that woman who is being told she's nothing. She has a dream and a vision inside of her that maybe she gave up on, or maybe somebody's told her she's not good enough. And what would you say to that woman?
I would say, because I was that woman, I would say, believe in yourself. And if God brought you to it, He will see you through it. You have to find the strength within yourself, the belief that you have for your dream, and let nothing and no one tell you that you can't. Remove the can't out your vocabulary, because you can do all things through Christ that strengthens you. And if you are aligned and in God's will, He will give you, and He will place you in the place at the right appointed time amongst the right people. So don't let your family, don't let your friends or your significant other, even your children, hinder you.
Mhm.
Now, this Saturday, we have an exercise called Bag Lady, which is
Mhm.
one of my upcoming stage plays. And don't carry the weight of the world. If you've lost yourself by being a wife, a mother, a community leader, take the time to find you and who you are because there's something unique about you.
Mhm.
And God is just waiting on you.
That's incredible. And I always throw this in too because I know my audience. For those people that don't believe in God, or they have a
Mhm.
different faith, or
Right.
they worship something different,
Different.
they don't want them to be counted out,
Yes.
what would you say to them?
I would say whatever your belief is,
Mhm.
whatever your religion is, even if you don't believe in a higher power, just
Mhm.
believe in yourself.
Yeah.
Just believe in yourself because you were still created. You are only you. There's only one of you. Be
Mhm.
unique.
Yeah.
Be empowered
Mhm. Yes, I
and
love
make
that.
your mark in the world.
I love this. Yeah, I love that because you're
Mhm.
right. We were all created, and I tell people all the time, and I know we're going to be wrapping up in a second, but the thing I always like to tell people is exactly what you just said: is you were created for a reason. You're on this
Mhm.
planet for a
Mhm.
reason because there's something that only you can do. Doesn't matter what
Mhm.
your belief is. Doesn't matter
Mhm.
what your habits are. Doesn't matter what your past is. You are the only person that can complete this task.
Yes.
And you don't have to be all together to complete this task because you have a sphere of influence that
Mhm.
nobody else has. You know,
Right.
if you're a stripper, guess what? You got a whole sphere of strippers that you can bring out. And
Mhm.
whatever you came through is what you're supposed to go back and help somebody else through.
Yes.
And it
Yes.
takes you to do it. And nobody can do it but you. So
Nobody.
love that. I love that. And wow, this has really blessed me. And I did see your message about the person I forgot. I can't remember her name right now. When it flashed on, she said even the name of the show blessed her, and that this whole thing is blessing her when she's saying, what it's talking about. So thank you, Tiffany,
Yeah.
for being here. I'm going to watch this back and I am going to have a freaking notebook out for the nuggets you dropped, the wisdom you dropped just effortlessly, just
Yeah.
effortlessly.
Because
I got goosebumps. I got goosebumps. I mean, you have, this is awesome. This is awesome. And I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much for being my guest
you
this
are
evening.
welcome. And for anyone that's out there that feel broken, you are still beautiful in your brokenness.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, that is the perfect thing to end on right there. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to Me Powered with Rhonda. Make sure to contact us, mepoweredwithrhonda at gmail.com, so we can get your story on here and we can get all the great stuff you're doing. If you're doing good in the neighborhood, man, I want to hear about it just like this, and we'll help get it out there. All right. Y'all have a great day, a great night. Share this, share this, share this. And remember, every single thing you need is already inside of you. Make sure you guys come to the Hatitude